everybody, I'm Brianna and I'm a caregiver here at Wild Friends, a Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab, Utah. Thanks so much for joining me on this Giving Tuesday. Let's go meet some wild friends. So behind me is one of my favorite enclosures. This is where our pigeons live. So part of Wild Friends is a domestic rescue program for all the animals that come to the sanctuary and don't fit into any other category. Pigeons are a really good example. Let's go meet them. Hi guys! Hello babies! Hi! You're so good. So we have 28 adoptable birds in here, and that surprises a lot of people because pigeons don't have the best reputation. And I don't think that's very fair. They're actually a lot smarter than people give them credit for. Back in the First and Second World War, these guys were instrumental in communication. So much so that a pigeon in the First World War named Cher was awarded the French War Cross for saving a battalion. And in the Second World War, a new medal was actually created called the Dickon Medal, specifically to honor animals for valorous acts of service. And a lot of pigeons have received that medal for their role as communicators during wartime. In the late 70s, early 80s, the United States Coast Guard trained these guys in search and rescue. Now, since then, we have developed better communication and search and rescue technologies, but they are just really good examples of how smart these guys actually are. So I'm a big advocate for pigeon adoption. They're really wonderful animals. They're very sweet. They've got wonderful personalities. The longer you spend with them, the easier it is to see those little quirks come out and earn that trust. So if you're interested, I've got 28 birds just waiting for their forever home. Right, guys? Yeah. Good job. All right. So next up, we've got some very handsome bachelors here at Wild Friends. We've got a couple of adoptable roosters. So far this year, we've had 2 rooster adoptions, which is super exciting. Another animal that kind of has a bad reputation that I don't think is very well deserved. They're actually really sweet. You can build a connection with them just like with any animal. So even if they do have kind of an attitude, you know, everybody's entitled to that. But I've got some pretty good boys, so let's go say hi. Redbird, I know, we're gonna come in and say hello. Hi girls. Hello. Hello everybody. So that handsome man is Timothy. That's Buddy the rooster. And here we've got our 3 hens. So that's Destiny, Miss Toot, and Kala. And then in this enclosure, we've got Redford. Let's see if Redford wants to say hi. Hi, handsome. Here. What do you think? I know. What do you think? Are you so handsome? So Redford was dumped here on the sanctuary back in 2015. So he's been waiting a long time for his forever flock. He likes to act all big and tough, but he's actually kind of a big softie. So if you know somebody who has a ranch with lots of ladies that are looking for the best husband ever, I can definitely hook you up. What are you doing? Are you so handsome? Yes. You have a lot of opinions, huh? No, we're happy to share all of them. All right. Hey, Squirt. You feel like coming out today? So, Another part of Wild Friends that we do here is wildlife education for non-releasable animals that come to us. And Little One is one of those. So Little One is a Siberian mink. She escaped from a fur farm, so she stays here at the sanctuary to teach people that that is still something that happens. She's a wonderful ambassador for her species, and she's got a beautiful coat. It just looks better on her. So let's say hi. Squirt, are you gonna come out and say hello? Where's the bean? Where's the squirt? Did you just get a brand new pond? It looks so clean. Hi, baby girl. I see your nose. I see your nose. What are you doing? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Hi, Squirt. Hi, baby. You gonna swim? What do you think? Hi, baby. Ooh, I missed. Oh, yeah, go get it. Good job. Good job, Squirt. Hi. You go get it? Hi. You looking? Hi, baby. Hi. So you can see Little One is about the size of a ferret. However, she is more closely related to the otter than the ferret. So if you saw when she jumped back out of the water, she shook off, and it's like she was never wet in the first place. She's got this incredible oil on her fur that allows her to do that, which is just really cool. Hush, Mink. So mink in the wild are generally found near water sources, so we like to make sure we have a pond in with her. Because she is so close related to the otter, she actually does have these cute little webbed toes, so she's a very agile swimmer. On top of that, we like to provide a lot of toys and enrichment and stuff to keep her busy. She isn't here by herself. That is her choice. Mink are solitary creatures. They don't like to be with other mink. So we want to make sure she has plenty of stuff to climb on, play with, so she doesn't ever get bored. Oh, are you done? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Are you done? Thank you for coming out to play with us. Next up, also part of our education program, we're going to go see Suvali, the barn owl. Now, Suvali's been with us since 2006, and she is a car strike survivor. She has a non-releasable shoulder dislocation, so she will stay here with us as an ambassador animal. Unfortunately, car strikes are a pretty common way that we get birds into our rehab program, as they like to hunt along the sides of the road. This can happen at any time of day. You've got owls, eagles, ravens. Animals can be around, and they're smaller and harder to see, but just as important. Sometimes they can be released to the wild, but sometimes, like Suvali, they stay here with us. It is an important reminder to keep an eye out for not just deer along the sides of the road, but our smaller feathered friends as well. They're smaller and harder to see, but just as important. We'll go say hi to her. Now, Suvali doesn't really like people, so I like to stay nice and quiet at her enclosure. I'll bring you guys into the airlock and we can peek in on her, but I'm going to stay nice and quiet while we do it. very shy. We like to make sure we respect that. But less shy are the kids coming up next. So again, a part of our education program, we do have 3 common ravens. Hello! You guys ready? Hi, Wasabi. Hello, brave girl. Hello. Hello. So all 3 of these guys actually started out over in our rehabilitation program, but because of non-releasable wing injuries, they will stay here with us as ambassadors. Yes, you will. You're so beautiful. So that's Wasabi. She's the most outgoing raven here. It's been really cool to see them come out of their shells. They were actually very shy when they started on the tour, but they've definitely started to like the attention they get on the tours, which is pretty cool. Very intelligent animals, one of the largest bird-to-brain ratios of any bird species. They can use tools to solve puzzles, which is really unique. And they have their own language. Woo-hoo. That's a new sound that Coffee likes to make. I think she's saying hi. But they are showing that off very nicely for us. And it is important to remember that ravens do talk to each other and they teach each other things. So, if you're rude to one raven, it will go tell all of its friends, and then they will all have a grudge against you, which is not something you want, right, Wasabi? Right, beautiful girl? I know, you're so smart. So next up, we've got some more adoptables for you. We have 8 adoptable ducks here at Wild Friends. You're about to meet 3 of them, including one of my personal favorites. Don't tell the other one. We've got 3 ducks in here, Woodstock, Mighty, and Java. They've been waiting a long time for their forever home as well. Are you guys supervising?
I'm hiding in a corner.
See Chris here cleaning their pond. Hi! So the white duck closest to us, that's Mighty. Behind him is Woodstock. And then that little brown duck in the corner is Java. So Woodstock is who I especially like to talk about. He was found abandoned as a duckling. And he's been here for going on 8 years, waiting for his forever family. He loves people. He's more like a dog with feathers than anything else. So the hardest part with ducks is the setup. Once you have a pond for them, they're actually really wonderful companions. They're really sweet and curious. So if you're interested in having some funny looking little dogs running around your backyard and you're willing to let me dig a hole, I will absolutely help out with that. Because these guys definitely deserve to go to their forever home. Okay. So handsome. So something kind of cool about ducks. A little fun fact, side story I like to tell. So ducks only sleep with 1/2 of their brain at a time. And you can tell which half of their brain is awake because the eyeball on that side is open, watching for predators. If you have a bunch of ducks lined up, the duck on the right has her right eye open, the duck on the left has his left eye open, and all the ducks in the middle have both of their eyes closed, trusting the 2 outer ducks to watch for predators. Now I bring that up because of a really cool thing I've noticed since I started working with them. When I would first go in with the ducks and they'd be napping, the eye facing me would be open. They didn't know me, they didn't know what I was about, but the longer I worked with them, the more I realized that the eye facing me while they sleep will be closed. And it's just a really cool little thing. It's such a subtle little indicator of trust. However, it's really cool. And I like to bring that up because I get that the animals in this department are different. When you think Wild Friends, you don't necessarily think adoptable animals, and that's okay. However, the kids here absolutely deserve to go home. They are really wonderful. They've got great personalities. So definitely stop by and visit us for a tour sometime. Check out our adoptable animals on the website. They are absolute loves. So for this next enclosure, I have stolen the camera from our cameraman, Joe, because I'm going to take you guys inside the enclosure with our great horned owls. Now these guys came to us for a couple of different reasons, but all 3 of them have non-releasable injuries, so they cannot go back to the wild. So they will stay here with us as ambassadors. I'm gonna get a little quiet and see if they'll be okay with me coming up close. Hi guys. Hello. What do you think? Nunu, you're such a good girl. So that is Nunu. Nunu is the closest one to us. There are 3 great horned owls in here. However, Nunu is the one I'll focus on. You might have noticed she only has one eye. It's actually not why she's non-releasable. Owls can hunt just fine with one eye. It is just the wing injury that keeps her here with us. But again, incredible ambassadors. Owls are so cool. They've got asymmetrical ears. They've got twice as many vertebrae in their neck as we do, so they can spin their head 270 degrees. So just absolutely incredible animals. So we're very proud of them. Now I'm going to introduce you guys to one of the most important ambassadors we have here at Wild Friends. She is part of our education program. You might have heard of her. She's been at Wild Friends for a long time. Her name is Annabelle, and she's an American crow. She's just in here. Hey, baby. Can we come take your picture? Come on in. So Annabelle's here on the right-hand side of the enclosure. You can actually come in and say hello to her. Hello, Miss Annabelle. Hi, baby girl. Can you come say hi? Yeah. Hi. What do we think? What if I stay right here? Annabelle originally came to Wild Friends because she was raised illegally by people without a permit. When they found her, she had a leg injury that was never treated. So by the time she came to Wild Friends, that leg injury was no longer repairable, and she was so habituated to people, she couldn't return to the wild. That was 20 years ago. Annabelle could conceivably live to be 50, 60 years old. It's a very long time for her to be in place she's technically not supposed to be. So while she's with us, we're going to do everything we can to give her a happy and active life. But she's a very important ambassador for a resource called Animal Help Now. So Animal Help Now is an app you can get on your phone or a website you can visit at ahnow.org. You plug in your location, and by distance, it gives you the names and numbers of wildlife rehabilitators in your area. That information is so important if you find injured or orphaned wildlife. With injured wildlife, your rehabber can tell you how to safely restrain that animal to bring it to them or come get it themselves. And with orphaned wildlife, sometimes looks can be very deceiving in the animal kingdom, and rehabbers are really good at determining whether or not a baby is actually in distress and needs help, or if mom and dad are right around the corner and we need to leave it there. Because at every opportunity, we want to leave baby with mom as much as we can. So definitely check out animalhelpnow.org. We want to tell everybody about that. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your hairdresser, because the more people that know about it and can get in contact with their local rehabbers, the less likely what happened to Annabelle will happen to anybody else. So in addition to our wildlife education and our domestic rescue program, we also have a wildlife rehabilitation clinic right here at Wild Friends. In charge of that is our licensed rehabilitator, Ren.
So we take all injured, orphaned, and non-releasable wildlife. Our non-releasables will go to the other side, and we're going to look at a couple today. We don't show most of our side because they are expected to be released, so they can't be interacting with people too often, and we try to limit as much exposure to people as possible. But we do have a couple that will be moving over to the education side. We are just waiting on a couple of permits, and they'll be good to go. So hopefully that'll happen soon.
So we heard you very recently had a very exciting release.
We did just release one of our golden eagles. So we have 2 up at the flight still. and one of them is flying free. It's very cool.
Forrest is a black-tailed jackrabbit who was originally raised by people without a permit, so not rehabbers like Ren. And as a result, he is no longer releasable to the wild. So he's going to join our education program. He also likes to sneak into the airlock, so we're gonna let Ren close the door. Hi, handsome. Good stretch. Hello. Buddy. It's been a minute. Look what I got for you. Get apples? Oh, he's like, no, I want to go in the airlock.
Oh, yeah.
I usually leave it open a little just because it is exciting for him. Slight new things is very exciting for him. And being able to see that every day and not go out there is, you know, like, it's rewarding for him to be like, oh, I got out, I did it. So as long as the second one's closed, he's usually okay.
Little one did really well.
He usually likes apples more. He gets apples as a treat once a week because rabbits aren't actually supposed to have apples and carrots a lot. They're very high in sugar. So the idea that they like carrots actually came from a Clark Gable movie, I believe.
Oh.
Where he's leaning on the fence eating a carrot, talking very fast, just like as the carrot falls out of his mouth. It's not a real fact. They don't usually eat carrots in the wild. But apples and carrots are a good treat.
People that found him fed him kitten formula because, unlike Ren, they were not trained in what baby rabbits actually need. Developmentally, he didn't quite make it to where he could be released. He just wouldn't make it out there on his own.
Wildlife has to be raised with similar species or the same species. Otherwise, they don't develop the social skills that they need to interact in the wild. So if he saw a wild rabbit and went up to him, and the wild rabbit was giving him like deterring signs and he didn't understand that this is an angry rabbit and he just approached it, he would get hurt.
Forrest is an excellent example of how when you find orphan wildlife, you want to reach out to your closest rehabber like Ren. She is specially trained on how to raise these guys. So in every instance we can have that happen, they can go back to the wild. Right, buddy? Oh, he's so cute. I've missed him something. You know those beautiful eyes?
He really does have pretty eyes.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You're such a good boy. You gonna investigate the camera?
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
He does like new things a lot.
Hi, buddy.
Wow, you're so good at that.
He's so cute.
We have a domestic rescue program for adoptable animals. We have wildlife education for non-releasable wildlife. And we have wildlife rehabilitation for injured and orphaned wild animals in the area. So if you're interested in learning more about us, we do have a Facebook page and an Instagram that you can check out if you'd like to. Learn all about our adoptable animals like Salvador, as well as our ambassador. In rehab animals. Thanks so much for joining us on this Giving Tuesday. We hope you and your loved ones have a safe holiday season. And from all of us here at Wild Friends, especially Salvador, have a great day.